In this corner is a Cosori air fryer, black on black. It's new, it's high tech, it has lots of features and makes fantastic French fries. And in this corner, black with a silver lid, is the Presto Fry Daddy. It's old, it's ancient, it's dirty, but it makes delicious French fries as well. Let's get ready to rumble! This time on Scott's Kitchen, we're going to do a French fry fry-off between an old school Fry Daddy in oil and an air fryer with just a little bit of oil. Okay, so we're just patting these down, drying them. I'm going to leave the skin on because I kind of like it that way. What I usually do is I'll just make a few slices like that till I get about that size, and then you can just run your knife down it. So I'm thinking like somewhere in this range ought to be about right. So let's continue cutting this up. I think some fast motion would probably help this process along a little bit. So let's go now. Shoestring fries are kind of like shoestring, maybe a little bit. Maybe like boot strings. A little thicker shoelaces. And that's $2.50. I'm gonna go for like $3.50, maybe $3.75. Okay, so the first step I'm gonna do is just run this in cold water. So I think what they do a lot of times is they'll soak them in a pot. I don't really want to do that. That seems like it's going to take a long time. So I'm just going to rinse these a bit. And then we'll lay these out on a towel to dry. And then we'll leave it in the colander so they can dry. Oh, there's a couple for Willie. I don't think this is quite up to temperature yet. The way you can check the temperature, the way I do it, is if you get a little bit of water on your hand and you flick it in there, it should really bubble if it's up to temperature, and it's not. So what I'm going to do is get a little bit of vegetable oil and take the amount that I'm going to put in the air fryer, and you just put about a tablespoon of oil. That's all. Not very much. And then just kind of coat it. Okay, kind of spread these out because they need to have like air circulating around them. Okay, and then just and go. That's as easy as it is for the air fryer. All right, so we'll use the stainless steel bowl for the deep fried ones so we don't get them mixed up. Okay, I kind of hear it sizzling in there, so it may not be quite up to temperature, but I'm going to put them in anyway and see how they do. And we're not getting much sizzling, but it will. Just be patient. Hey, here we go. So I'm just going to keep those going till they're golden brown and they kind of stop bubbling. Once they stop bubbling, all the moisture's gone, or most of the moisture's gone, and they'll be ready. I've been in here about 5 or 6 minutes, so let's just see how they're doing. Not much going on yet. Okay, let's turn the temperature up to 400. Doesn't seem like much is happening. Hey, come on, man. I'm rooting for you. One observation is that they're both going to be done in just about the same time, which I didn't think so. I thought the air fryer would be faster. Well, I guess once the deep fryer gets up to temperature, it'll probably be more like 6 to 8 minutes versus 15 minutes. This thing's always going to be 15 minutes. So I guess if you wanted speed and you had your oil heated, the deep fryer would be faster. If you didn't have any oil or you didn't have your oil heated, I think the air fryer would be faster. So the one big difference is using a lot less oil in the air fryer, which is healthier and easier. But the real test is going to be taste. And there we go. Those look pretty good. Let's turn those over a little bit and put them in there for a little bit longer. I don't think they quite got it. Meanwhile, I think these fries, they're all floating, and the bubbling has kind of slowed down a little bit. If we just put these up here to drain, that looks pretty good. Then we'll just grab a big handful, put those there, and away we go. So again, we're using Lowry seasoned salt. Shake those around a little bit. Oh boy, look at that. Woo! That's really going. I just checked our air fryer ones and they're still kind of going. I don't know. Maybe I should try one. Maybe it's kind of done and I just don't know it. So let's get like a medium one. Yeah, a little bit more, but that's not bad. It's all a little floppy. Certainly seems like the deep fat fryer getting them done a lot faster. Okay, well let's take that out and do our next batch. I could probably just, let's just do 2 batches of each. That'll be fun. A little bit of oil. And let's season these. Okay, while those are going, let's do a taste test. Okay, so while both of those are doing the second and final batch of French fries, let's try these two, and we'll see which one we like the best. So obviously the deep fry, air fry. Let's try. And that's more of a steak fry than a shoestring. It's good though. It's good. Yeah, I could sit down and get some ketchup, ranch, barbecue sauce, dip those in anything. Let's try one of these. Not a good start. Hey, that's pretty good. You know, I don't know if I would be able to tell the difference between the two. Well, that one's a little, but you want it like more crispy like that. I think if I would have left these in there for longer, because the thinner ones, they get real good. That's a crunchy one. That's almost like a potato chip. I don't know. It tastes very, very similar. I don't know if you mixed them up. I don't know if I could tell them apart. I mean, the deep fried ones are a little bit more brown. These I could have left them in for longer. So let's do this next part. Let's cook the crap out of these things. Make them like really well done fries. And we'll taste both of them. I just had a thought. What these taste like are In-N-Out burger fries. They're okay and they're good, but you kind of got to get a little bit of a taste to them. You know, you kind of got to get used to it. They're good though. Yeah, it's a lot like. I guess that's what they do in In-N-Out. They just cut the fries, they soak them, and then they deep fry them. And so, but the thing is, I really can't tell the difference between the taste. I mean, they're underdone. They're both good, but I think they can both be better. So let's wait and see for the really well done ones, and we'll do a taste test on that right now. Now, normally I think these look done to me, and I would take them out now. But what I did is I bumped the temp up to 400, and I'm going to leave them in for like 20 minutes just to really get well done and try to get a better taste going on. Every now and then, just come in and give these a bit of a shake. Oh, they're coming along. Yeah, I think 5 more minutes ought to be great. All right, so these have been in there for much longer than I would normally keep them. They look pretty brown. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. It's a little disturbing that the plug gets hot. This plug gets hot. That's a little concerning, but we'll try not to let that bother us. Okay. Hey, they feel pretty good, pretty well done. So deep fried. These are good. And some of these are really good. Nice and crispy. Yeah, those are pretty good. I like those. And then we have air fried. Definitely less greasy. You just don't get that greasy flavor. Okay, about a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. These are about a 7 or an 8. These are pretty good. So, okay, conclusion. If you have a deep fryer and you've got oil in it, definitely go ahead and make yourself some homemade French fries. These are pretty good. But if you're in a pinch and you don't want to use a half gallon of oil, you can use some air fried ones, but to me, they're not as good. This is the way to go. 2 different kinds of frying, deep frying versus air frying. I think the deep frying wins. However, normally what I'll do is get something like this. They're already in the bag. A lot of times they're seasoned. They're partially cooked. They cook a lot faster. You can just pour these in the air fryer, and in 15 minutes they'll be really done. So that's kind of what I do. I think you can get at the store in the bag. You can get curly fries, shoestring, thick cut, hash brown, tater tots. You can get everything in these bags, and you just put some in the air fryer, and a few minutes later you've got yourself a nice snack. So I think that's what I would probably do. This is sort of labor intensive, although it is pretty tasty. I know Willie likes them. Here you go, buddy. So anyway, that just about does it here on Scott's Kitchen. I hope you had a wonderful time watching this, and I had a great time cooking these. So we'll see you next time on Scott's Kitchen. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Let's see. All right, now I'll take these.